I consider myself somebody who's very classy, sophisticated. Those are the words that come to mind when I think of Brittany Jasenski. My biggest influence, of course, are my parents. Besides that, I really look up to Erin Andrews, Brooke Burke. If I had to be a professional actress, it would definitely be like Brooke Burke. I consider myself a good role model. I've been a role model to my sister and brother for 23 years now, so I've had a lot of experience with it. And every time before I complete any action, I always think about the repercussions and think about how, they would see it in their eyes. I love working out, love attending Zumba classes. It's a new fitness, kind of like it has a Latin vibe to it. Love attending those classes. Besides that, hang out with my friends. My family's very important to me, so we do a lot of family activities together, and also caring for my 2 chihuahuas. One of my all-time favorite movies is definitely Titanic. Every time I watch that, I know what's gonna happen. I know the ship is gonna sink, but it's very suspenseful for me. Love the acting, and the music is one of the things that I think really makes that movie really special. Somebody had to play me in a movie. Well, of course, my first choice would be Kylie, just because we've grown up together, so she knows me a lot, and I think she'd love to be an actress. Besides that, if I had to pick a celebrity, I would say, I would want Brooke Burke to be it, I think. My cell phone ringtone actually right now is very boring. It's the Droid one for the Droid X, but it goes Droid. My favorite music band is the Goo Goo Dolls. Actually fell in love with them probably when I was in middle school, and it just reminded me of the 90s, everything, and now I got actually my sister involved, and she loves them too. My life was a song. It would be Whitney Houston's I Wanna Dance With Somebody, because it's a very fun, energetic song, and it's one actually that I grew up listening to with my mom, so it has a lot of good memories for me. A typical day for me consists of waking up, going to work. I do marketing for Subway restaurants. After that, I like to go to the gym. I have 2 chihuahuas who I tend to walk on a daily basis. Sometimes we miss those. And then I like to relax at night. I consider the simple things in life the most beautiful. When you're driving down the road and you've got that natural, pretty sunset that's going down over the mountains, that to me is beautiful. Just someone being really nice to somebody randomly is beautiful to me too. If I had a poker face, it would probably be like this, minus the smile, and I would be wearing sunglasses because I kind of convey a lot with my eyes. I love New York, but if I had to choose another place to live besides New York, it would definitely be Hawaii, because mainly on location. Love warm weather, the beaches, and I think it'd be really fun to learn how to surf. I work a lot with the American Heart Association because most people don't realize it, but 1 in 30 women have breast cancer, but 1 in 4 have heart disease. So it's something definitely that is very prevalent in a woman, and I think more women need to be informed about it and educated. Kylie would describe me, she would probably say that I'm definitely a lot less outgoing than she is. She's that one person who, when the dance floor is empty, she'll be that person to go out there and dance, and then she'll drag me out there. But I'll go with her, but I'm definitely a little less outgoing than she is. As far as career ambitions, I would love to become a spokesperson or a TV show host. Even though I'm really passionate about cosmetics and hair, and I'd love to be a spokesperson for that type of product, I think that if anyone approached me to be a spokesperson, I think I would definitely give it the opportunity, kind of get my foot in the door and gain experience. 3 words that describe me would be motivated, sophisticated, and determined. I first got started in beauty pageants when I was a senior in high school. It was my first when I entered the Miss Teen New York pageant. And I received an application in the mail, sent it in kind of on a whim, just wanted to see what happened, sent it in, and I got accepted. And then from then on, it was just an addiction for me. I love competing in pageants. My first pageant, like I said, was Miss Teen New York. It was in 2006, and all I can remember is when they called top 25 and then my name. And from then on, it was just boom, boom, boom. It went so quick. And then I just remember being up on top for top 5 on stage, and they asked the interview question, and from then on, it was just a whirl rush, and it was just a big adrenaline rush. It was an amazing feeling when I won Miss New York City. It was the first time I ever really won a pageant. I entered a lot, and that was my first title that I actually took home. So it was a very big moment for me and my family. My favorite parts about the prize package was the 2-year modeling contract with MMG, mainly because that's something that I look to get into. So I definitely took advantage of that, and I signed with them actually 2 weeks ago. After watching many, many pageants, I definitely idolized Chelsea Cooley. She's actually one of my mentors throughout my entire pageant process, but I really look up to her as a role model and an influential person in my life. Whenever I prepare for a pageant, it always takes a lot of dedication. You really have to commit yourself 100% to it. It takes a lot to work out. You have to eat right. Of course, you have to work on walking, your public speaking skills, but you learn a lot about yourself on the journey, so it's really a great experience. If I had to advise a young woman who wanted to enter a beauty pageant, I would say definitely go for it. It's a lot of work, but as long as your heart is there, then you can definitely succeed on it. And one of the main things is confidence.